Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about a few things that you could do to get out of the funk of being unmotivated, because I know that feeling unmotivated can be a difficult and frustrating experience, but there are a few things that maybe you could do to get out of that funk. So some of the things that I do is, for example, take a break. Sometimes feeling unmotivated, it's a sign that you need to take a break and recharge. You know, we all do. Take some time off to relax, do something enjoyable, spend time with friends and family, or go out for a walk with your pet, you know. Whatever that it is for you that can help you relax, do that. In my case, I like to spend time with my friends. I like to get together with them and, you know, have a laugh, and it could be going out for dinner, a couple of drinks, whatever. I even go sometimes, although I don't have the time as I used to, I would go window shopping, and so I will take half day off and then get back to work, whatever. But yeah, take a break. That is so important, especially when you are taking care of a household, if you're taking care of your aging parents, or you are also holding a job like I do. You know, I do all of them. So I need time to take a break and relax and forget about everything. So another one is that I do is to set small goals that are achievable and that will help you build momentum. And also by doing that, you will have a sense of accomplishment. And that is so important. So start with something small and work your way up. Momentum is important. Those small wins are gonna be the fuel for those big wins. So try to always have set small goals. That's one of the reasons, although when I start the year, I have the goals for what I want to accomplish for the year. I break them down into quarterly goals and then monthly goals and so on, you know, keep breaking them down. So that is very important, because it could feel very much an overwhelming task, a daunting task, trying to accomplish those big goals. In the end, you will more likely give up and end up not achieving them. The other one I find to be quite helpful is to change environment. Sometimes you need to change the scenery, because it can get boring to work from, you know, the corner of the kitchen or the family, the kitchen table or the living room, whatever, you know, whichever your case is. It can get sometimes I don't know, stale, like you don't get inspired, you lose creativity. So maybe for you it would be a good idea if you could go to a coffee shop and work from there, or work, depending on the weather, maybe work in the patio, you know, in the garden might be a good source of inspiration for you. Change of a scenery, totally change that. Can also get you out of that funk of feeling unmotivated. In my case, coffee shops is more, they tend to be a bit more distracting, because I like to watch people and, you know, see people coming in and out, going in and out and all of that. But libraries for me, when I'm in the UK, libraries for me work quite well, because then it's a change of a scenery, but I'm still working, you know, I could still focus. But anyways, sometimes I also work from the garden, and it's good. It takes you out of that everyday routine of working from the same place. What else I can recommend for you to get out of that unmotivated phase and get back to normal, you know? Find inspiration. Look for sources of inspiration. It could be quotes, you know. Sometimes quotes can get you. You could read a quote and it's like bang, you know, you wake up and get motivated again. Another one could be reading books. I like to read a lot. I like to read not just personal development books and business books. I also like to read novels and listen to them, you know, like audiobooks. So, you know, it distracts me and also motivate me and inspire me, especially when I listen to podcasts from other coaches who, you know, I could learn from. What else? You know, there's so many things that we could do to help us get out of that unmotivated stage. Break tasks into smaller steps. If you feel overwhelmed by a task, you know, you find it to be a daunting task, try to break it into smaller and more manageable steps, which is something that I kind of mentioned with setting small goals, because this can make it easier for you to get started and stay motivated. I'll give you an example. I have a client that recently, she was working on her email sequence, but she was getting overwhelmed by the whole thing. And one of the things that I help her do is to break things into smaller steps. So she focused first on getting her landing page set up. You know, she worked on the content first of what it was going to be, you know, it was going to show on that landing page. Then she moved on to the techie part of doing that landing page, setting up the landing page. So that's 2 steps, you see. And then she moved on to working on the email sequence. So she have to write down the email sequence, and then she will have to deal with the techie part of setting the automation for the, you know, for that opt-in to people to go into her website and download the freebie. So you see, if you try to do everything all at the same time, like most people do, you are gonna get frustrated, you are gonna get unmotivated. So try to break it into smaller steps. Finish one. It might be very simple, but it might be very small, but the fact that you got it done, it will motivate you, or will keep you motivated to continue to the next step. So try to do it that way. That's how I also do things for myself, you know, for my business. And the last one, would I say, of the ones that I'm suggesting here, of things that you can do, is to reward yourself. So set up a reward system for yourself to help you motivate you. For example, treat yourself to something you enjoy after completing a task or reaching a goal. I know the cliche, the classics are go get your nails done, or you know, facial, go to the spa, get your hair done, which they are fantastic. You know, it's nothing that lifts my spirits more than going to the hairdressers and get my hair done. So it works like a treat, and so is like getting your nails done. But we cannot always be able to do that. So what other things can you do that reward yourself, but and so you stay motivated? And one of them could perhaps be going and get some fresh flower for your workspace, you know, for your desk or your office, home office, or anywhere in the house. You know, that will brighten your day, most definitely. That's something that I do, especially when I'm in the UK, because the weather is much cooler, and so fresh flowers last a lot longer. So I love to have flowers just brighten my day like that, just automatically. So what else I like to do? Well, sometimes I just go to Starbucks and get a frappuccino, and that, it just makes me happy. You know, it's something as simple as that, it will do it. So yes, reward yourself whichever way it will work for you, and that is something that you can afford and is doable for you, and will make you happy, and it will brighten your day. So again, you know, it's important that you find ways that work for you to stay motivated, that you get out of that funk. But before that, you have to recognize that you are feeling unmotivated, so you can take action for moving out of that phase. You don't have to do all of these things that I mentioned today in this video. you can come up with your own. And if you do, if you have your own ways to get out of that unmotivated stage, just put them in the comments below. I would love to know, and for everybody else, you know, to know about it. So pick and choose. You know, you could do all of them. There are 6 here that I mentioned to you. You could do all 6, or just pick one, work your way up to do all of them, if that is the case. The important thing is to take action, to do something to get you out of being unmotivated, so you can move the needle, move forward, and start moving towards building and growing your business. And you know, when you are in your late 40s and you are in your 50s, it's easy to get unmotivated. We're affected by many things, and you know, we suffer also from mood swings that can lead or can, you know, trigger for us to get unmotivated. So try all these things, see how it goes, and let me know in the comments below. So again, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.